Good morning. As you're jumping in, let me know where you're jumping in from so I can say hey. We are streaming live from or on Facebook and on YouTube today. The normal. So welcome to the Layover Podcast. If you don't already follow me on my podcast platform, then please do so. It's anchor.fm/KTL Lifestyle. And also, this episode is being sponsored by uniquely-blended.com. Have you had your sea moss today? So on today, I'm going to be talking about climate control. I talked about it earlier today with my Morning Inspiration Squad, and I felt like it was something I can bring over to the podcast today. And with climate control, this is actually, it goes with the verse, Matthew 13, verse 58, and it states, he did not do many miracles there because of their lack of faith. And there's a prayer. It says, Lord, heal me from my disbelief. A climate of faith welcomes your wonders. Has my lack of faith kept you from performing a miracle in my life? Is it hard for me not to be cynical sometimes? I start by being frustrated about the condition of the world, my city, my family, or myself. Then I let these things bleed over into my faith. Do not let me taint my spirit any further, Lord. Restore to me a faithful heart, Lord. Lead me to people who are encouragers and who encounter the apathy that builds up in my daily life. I want to be overflowing with faith. I want to be ready to receive a miracle. So climate control. And with climate control, I just want to really ask you, what is your climate looking like? Are you surrounded by people that are hot? Are they cold? Are they lukewarm? Because the people that you are around, the environment that you are in, says a lot about who you're going to be or what you're going to be able to do. And I talk a lot about this because I need people to understand that sometimes it isn't just you. Sometimes it's what you have in your surroundings. If you're sick and you are around sick people, then guess what? You'll continue being sick. If you're sick and you are around healthy people, you're going to get healthier faster because those people are going to be able to nurse you and to help you get back to where you need to be, versus if you're in a sick environment, everybody else in the environment is sick, then you all are needing someone to take care of you. You all are needing something to uplift you. So you all are feeding off of the same energy, climate control. And that's where I want to take this on today. Are you doing what's best for you in this season? Are you just being in environments that are not conducive to who and what you need to be? Do you even know where you want to be? And how do you control that climate that is around you? So the first thing that you need to do in order to control the climate is to figure out what climate you're in. You know that if it's summertime, then, and this is just thinking about real situations. If it's summertime, then you need to wear clothes that are summer clothes. You wouldn't wear winter clothes because you know that climate would not justify Good morning, Lauren. So, yeah, realize what climate you're in. If you are not around people that are hot, people that are doing well, people that are doing positive things, then you might need to switch it up. And there's nothing wrong with leaving that environment because you have to learn to control the climate that is around you. You have to learn what is good for you and what is not good for you. Even though you've been around these situations for so long, at some point you have to break. You have to stop being comfortable. You have to stop wanting to just be in company and you have to want to be in covenant. And being under the covenant means that we're around the people that are going to help us grow in whichever way that may be, whether that be your mental growth, your spiritual growth, your physical growth, um, growth in your business. But you have to align yourself with the right individuals. You have to control, again, that climate around you. Number two, once you have analyzed the climate that you're in, then you need to figure out, is this the climate that you need to be in? If it is, then what are you not doing in order to grow or to manifest the things that you want to manifest? Find out what those things are and then make those changes. The third thing that you need to do is once you find out what climate you're in, if it is the correct climate, and now that you know what it is that you need to do, then you need to come up with an action plan or your plan of action. And that plan of action should always include a prayer. You should always invite God into the situation, ask Him to lead you and to guide you and to show you which strategy that you need to use. So you find out the climate. If the climate is conducive, then you go with it and find out what you need to do. If the climate is not conducive, then you find out what environment you need to be in for that growth. Once you do all of that, then you go ahead and, like I said, you move on over to the next step. And in that next step, you do the plan of action. This is going to need a 1 to 2 week plan, then a 3 to 5 year plan. But you have to get a plan of action, something that's going to help you to rev up and to start up building where you're headed. You know, little steps into the big goal are more progressive than trying to just get everything all at one time. So get your plan of action together. Find out who can assist you with your plan of action. Sometimes we're not able to do our full plan of action on our own. So you need to get resources. You need to read some books. You need to probably look at some YouTube videos. But all of these things are good for your plan of action. Plan of action, if my goal was to, say, for instance, open up a nail salon, then I would start reaching out to people that already have nail salons and find out the things that they've went through or things that they had to overcome. I will watch videos on how to run a nail salon, how to get that business license, how to get that LLC, how to find the actual storefront if that's what I want to do. So those are the things that will be in your plan of action. Also in your plan of action will be your goal, your 5-year goal. How long do you plan to make this happen? So all that needs to be included. And once you get your plan of action, that may take the longest. But once you get your plan of action, then your strategies come in. How are you going to get these things? How are you going to obtain these things? What's the timeline for you to get these things? But all of that is your strategies. And you have to keep at it. You can't give up. It's not always going to be easy. And that's the one thing about climate control. Even when your surroundings begin to start changing, you have to be able to adapt with the environment. It's not going to be easy. So those are just some of the things that I would do in order to figure out how to control the climate that you're in, control your surroundings. But don't stop. Continue. And if you come up to a wall, a brick wall, and you're not able to do it, then change the direction. I talked about that in another podcast, but change the direction. The goal doesn't have to change. You can write down that goal in permanent marker and write your steps in pencil, because along the way, some steps will change. It's not always going to be straightforward, but you can't give up. You have to do it for you. You have to create a legacy for your children, for your family. You have to break those generational curses. So by any means necessary, you have to keep on going. So that's it for today. I just want to talk about the climate control. You have to you have to control the climate that's around you, and you have to keep going no matter what. So thank you all for joining me on today. I will see you all on tomorrow, and have a great day. Bye-bye.